Okay, let's go through some of these problems here, and I just want to show you how to be able to utilize them or how to be able to do them specifically. So we're going to go to the first set. So notice here we have a quadratic equation. We have to move things to the other side. So to move things to the other side, we always want to get the x squared on this one side, and then we want to put everything in order. So we want to get all of these terms to one side. So notice that this is the one that's over on the other side, the wrong side. And so we want to move it to this side. So to move it, I'm going to subtract x. So if I subtract x from both sides, I don't have anything to combine it with. And then I want to put it in order. So I'm going to have negative x squared. I'm going to have minus x and plus 12. Now, that puts it in standard form. Notice it equals 0 because x minus x, of course, is 0. Notice that the negative x moved over to the other side. I'm not sure I'm going to get the right answer because of this negative. I'm going to find out on Delta Math if this needs to be positive. If this needs to be positive, then basically everything moves to the other side, which means this would be positive x squared, positive x, and negative 12, just so that you know if I were to move it all to the other side. So I'm going to keep it that way and just see if it does it. It does. Okay, so it's fine that way. And so I moved it over to that side. Notice here, we did a negative x to get rid of that x. We did a negative x, but there are no like terms here. And so we just combine those together. So that's what we do with those. Let's do a new problem. I want to get one that has a couple of things. There's some examples that are interesting. Let's try this. Whoops, I would have picked that problem. So I'm just trying to find a good problem. There we go. So notice here, I'm going to add 3x to both sides. So I get plus 3x, which will eliminate this one here. And then I'm going to add it over here. So I'll get 4x squared. And then I have 3x plus 3x, which is 6x, minus 3 equals 0. And of course, I'm going to show you the work in a minute because the work will appear here in a minute, but I want you to see this. And notice that we do put the equal 0 because we're adding 3x to both sides. Minus 3x plus 3x is equal to 0. We're going to submit our answer. And notice that we're okay. Notice that added 3x, I can combine those. So that's where I get my 6x from, and we can go from there. Okay, so that takes care of the first set of problems. So now, in this one, all you're doing is filling in this box here. So what is the missing term? So notice here I have a negative 2 times 3x, because this side is negative 2, this side right here is 3x. So I'm going to multiply those together. So I really have negative 2 times 3x. That's what I have. I just put that there just so you could see it. And so that becomes negative 6x, goes in that question mark right there. I'm going to put it in there. Notice negative 2 times 3x is equal to negative 6x. So all we're doing is just typing in the answer. Notice I typed in this whole thing here, but only to show you how it worked. Okay, last problem that I'm going to do is an example. In this case, notice that we have this. So we're using the box method. So what we're going to do, notice it says drag and drop. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this value and put it here. We're going to grab this value and put it here. We're going to grab this value, put it here, and grab this one and put it here. Now notice that I could have put the 5x plus 6 here and the 6x plus 2 here. Okay, so I could have done either one. So 5 times 6 is 30. X times x is x squared. Remember to use the up arrow above the 6 to be able to get that squared in there. Then we come over here. 5x times 2 is 10x. Come down here. 6 times 6x is 36x. And then 6 times 2 is 12. And notice that, of course, the diagonal should both have x's in it. We're going to say, okay, we think it's okay. It's telling me I'm good. And now we're going to go ahead and combine them. So remember that this first one right here is all by itself. So I have 30x up arrow 2. And then I'm going to add these two together. 36 plus 10 is 46x. And then I'm going to bring this one down, plus 12. There's my answer. Plug it in. So these have multiple steps. So these have quite a few different steps that you have to go through. And then I'm just going to show you the multiply binomials problem. This you can use the box method or the FOIL slash distribution method. And if I do distribution, I would do 2x times x, 2x times negative 3, 8 times x, and 8 times negative 3. And then I would add all those together, combine my like terms, and get my answer. So that's how you do these types of problems. And that's it.